Better see E-Mans pop up in there. Better see E-Mans jump in the building tonight. Story time. Story time. I need to make you the moderator, lot. You signed into to the joint?
Yeah.
Let's see. So when you got a comment, so I can click on your comment. Or get some people to come in here because it's story time. Crazy. Everybody remember their first time going to jail. That's you know what I'm saying? That's nobody forgets that. If you've been there, it's not you're not glorifying it. I'm just saying, that's something you don't forget. That's something you don't forget. World Breaker was good, man. Like it up. Yo, smash this joint. Because we trying to get this video out, man. I got a crazy story tonight. We ain't talking about no Diddy. World Breaker, salute. And Locks in the building, you heard? Locks in the building.
I'm trying to get in the comments. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, we need this video. We need this live to go out right now. We need this live to go out. Because it's about to be... I got a crazy story, man. I got a crazy story. Let you know what I mean? Let the room build up a little bit so we can go in, bro. I got a crazy story. Everybody remember their first time in jail, man. Locked up. If you've been there, don't go there. It's not a place you just want to visit and say, hey, let me go to jail one day. Stay out of this. I'm not glorifying it. But if you've been there, you don't forget the first time. The first time you've been in jail, and it's not a good thing. Let's keep pointing that out. It's not a good thing. Don't ever get arrested. Don't work for your money and do the right things in life, right? But sometimes you make mistakes due to circumstance. Sometimes you make mistakes due to circumstance, and things happen. You know what I mean? So the crazy thing about when due to circumstance and things happen is sometimes there's still humor in those crazy situations. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like you can go through some crazy shit in life and then you think about it and be like, yo, it's some humor there. This shit happening. When you're going through it, you don't think about the humor. But when you get out this situation, you think about the humor in it. Like, oh man, this is kind of this is kind of funny. But I don't glorify jail. If you just get in here, like it up, subscribe to the channel. I got a crazy story tonight. My first time going to jail. When you go to jail, people remember their first time in jail. Yes, everybody remembers their first time, and don't go to jail. But if you've been there, you remember your first time. And I'm gonna give y'all the story. Like it up. Let's get this video out there. Let's get it out there. So this is it's gonna be I'm not glorifying jail. But everybody remembers their first time, and there's humor in it. If, depending on your experience, anything you've been through in life, sometimes you find the humor, right? So that's where I'm talking about. I'm talking about the humor in my situation, which was a crazy, stupid situation that I should have never did. I'm not glorifying it. But I'll get to the story. Let's get into the story, right? So I'm a young guy running wild, in the streets. We having fun. We doing what we do. And this is all facts. I hate when I tell stories like it sounds like a movie. It's like, no, this is real life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. I was hustling, in my town, Strong Island, and I'm gonna give you. I have to tell the whole story. That I have to go from top to bottom, right? Mm-hmm. So I was hustling in Hempstead. And I was getting money. We was getting money in Hempstead. We getting money, and I'm at this house, dating this girl, whatever the case may be, and it was like Valentine's Day or Mother's Day or something like that. So I went to go see my mom, right? And for some reason, I'm like, yo, I just want to stay out here with my mom, whatever the case may be. And I was getting that feeling in my gut. So when I went back to the house where I was actually staying at with the young lady, when I went into the house, prior to that, a guy asked me to hold his pistol. He said, "Yo, I need you to."
Oh man.
No, this is real shit.
Yeah.
No, this is real life. This is real shit. Salute, yo, salute.
I'm having trouble getting into the chat room, so I don't know what's going on. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, fam. Salute. Julian, Chocolata, Julian, World Breaker, you in the building. You already know what it is. Salute to you, King. You already know. This story crazy. So, you know, I'm in Hempstead. You know this girl. So when I get back to this house, previous to that, the guy asked me, he said, "Yo, hold my gun." He said, "I need you to hold my gun. I need you to hold my gun and basically just hold it overnight." You know what I'm saying? So I'm young. I'm like 17. I'm like, all right, cool. I hold the gun. Chocolate, salute. You know, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'll hold the gun, right? I said, so I come back the next day. My mom's, I'm hanging out. I come back. When I get into the house, I go up. I see the guy. He said, let me see the gun that I told you to hold last night. So I said, all right, cool. You see your gun. He said, yeah, I need it right now. So his urgency kind of alerted me a little bit. Like, hey, what the fuck going on? And I'm about to give him the gun and he's just going to rob me or something? Like, you know, because I had like $20,000 in that crib. But he always had a lot of money too. He was, you know, this guy got money. So I said, all right, here go your gun. You take it out. I give him his gun. He said, all right, cool, because I don't want you to shoot me. So I'm like, he threw me all the way off. So I'm like, what? I said, yo, I don't want you to shoot me. I said, what you talking about? I'm not gonna shoot you. What are you talking about? He said, well, listen, I gotta tell you something. He said, I work for Puma. I said, what?
Oh my God.
No, this is real shit. No, this is not.
Who in the chat from Hempstead though?
Who in the chat from Hempstead? If you see this later, and you're not alive,
leave a comment.
Leave a comment and let us know if you know who Puma is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love
Hello
Kitty.
Kids
Salute.
Comment,
Salute. Yeah, no doubt. I love Hello Kitty. Salute. Yo, Julian, Chocolate. I love Hello Kitty. Yo, welcome to the chat. World Breaker. Salute, King. You already know what it is. If you're not subscribe to the channel and like it up so we can push this story out there, y'all. We in here. Salute to y'all. Always gonna shout you out. So he says, give me my gun. Give him the gun. He says, thank you. I don't want you to kill me or shoot me. I work for Puma. So I said, what? Because Puma.
Good thing you told me after. No, we stop.
Yeah. Because Puma was an undercover cop. He was not a cop. He was a dirty cop. He was a detective.
He was just a filthy police.
He was a filthy.
That's it.
You remember Puma?
One of the dirtiest niggas out in the stead, son. He's good. That's anybody from the stead know Puma, nigga. So this is what he says. He says, but this is the crazy part. He says, listen, he gave me a brick of heroin. No, this is. Listen, man. I want to say his name, but I'm not even going to say his name. Dude. No, he ain't even need it.
I'm not going to say his name. But is it very well known?
It's no Joe Cap shit. You know what I mean?
This is real shit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you his name off of this.
Yeah.
So he goes, he says, listen, he says, I work for Puma. So he said, I said, what do you mean you work for Puma? He's like, this is what happened. Puma gave me a brick of heroin. I think he used the words heroin. I'm saying because that's what he did. That's what he indulged in. But he was like a hustle, sniffy dude. He was on the sniffy with it. You know what I'm saying? So he said, and I ran for a month with it and tricked it all off. He looked me in my eyes.
Right.
Had like 10,000 on him. Yo, he said, but this is the twist. He said he knows I work out of here in this crib where I lived at.
Well, Puma knew.
Right. He said he will be raiding this shit, bro.
He's gonna kick this shit in.
So I advise you to get out. Right? Yeah. So now he so I said, oh shit, you know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it, let me fucking get out of here. You know what I mean? But mind you, the girl was downstairs. So this was just how you knew everything was just fake. But this is all what leads up to how I ended up. And again, so this is how I give you all the. So I go to knock on the door in the room. You know, Shorty was there, whatever. Open the door. It's a dude on the floor. It's a dude on the
crib. Is the crib you was in on South Frank?
Right off South Frank and
okay, you told
Elizabeth.
Me. I remember hearing this when you said that right there. I was like, nah, this nigga told me this shit before. The nigga on the floor. I was like, yeah.
No, this is real talk, bro.
Facts, word.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a dude on the floor. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? I took my money in there, you know, work, whatever. So, but then I'm like, yo, this is my out right here. In my mind, I'm like, this is my way out. This house about to get raided. My mom got the spot out in Massapequa. R.I.P. Gab J was out there. And I said, yo, this is my moment to go. So I kind of like act like I was mad. Oh, this what you doing? I would do word. While I'm doing that, I'm cleaning out all my money. Get my money. I'm getting
everything the fuck up. And we out of here.
Oh, she's gonna do it. Rob, wake up, yo, man, I ain't your paisan. Don't even worry about it, fam. I told my man Katie the second, I said, yo, call a cab. We out. We going to Massapequa. He said, you gonna call a cab from here? Because he didn't even know I was hustling. He didn't even know. We fresh out of high school. I might have still had a year left. Like we young. So I'm like, yeah, because back then the cab from where we was at from Hempstead to Massapequa, that shit was like $60. We young boys, niggas ain't had 60 on no cab back then. Like, what? A cab? That blew his mind. Then I opened my bag of money up. He was like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, let's go, bro. We out of here. But now this is how the $20,000 is gonna become relevant into the whole how it ended up for me going to the county jail. So I'm out. I left that crib. The girl, I didn't care about none of that. Maybe 2 days later, another girl used to stay in the house. She called me and told me everything. She said, yo, they raided the house. When they raided the house, I had a dog there. I had a bulldog. I had two dogs. It was my uncle's dogs, but I ended up taking over the house because he got arrested. So I had the dogs. It was two bulldogs. One named Buster, one named Bustina. Bustina died. She got hit by a car, ran outside the house. When the police, so now this is what happens. So this is where I didn't tell this part. So when the house gets, but I didn't find out today later. So when the house gets raided, Puma raised the house. They came in, they shot my dog. He bit a cop. They shot the dog. Buster. Now he's dead. So so now when they do that, the feds came behind Puma's raid and arrested him for all the dirty shit that he was doing in the streets. Mm-hmm. So the legend of when Puma got arrested and all that shit happened in my crib. How about that? Right? So hood fact. Right? So now, boom, check this out. So I'm going. They come tell me, yo, place on, they raided the house, but the wood just having shot the door. Okay, they came to Massapequa because they were like, where you at? I'm in Massapequa. Like, I'm stuck by the water over there with De La Soul block. Like, bro, the support, I lived down the bottom of the Dawson for De La, bro, the support. That nigga's I'm dead serious. Right down the block, what's his nigga name? Plug 2 or something? Like, what's his son name? What's his rap name, the Dawson one, from De La Soul? Oh, man. Pasta Nukes. Yeah. Pasta Nukes and them niggas. I was living right down the block from Pasta Nukes, and he's a very foul guy. He doesn't speak to nobody. He's out of control. He has an attitude. Pasta Nukes. I've seen him on the train numerous times. So, boom. So they come tell me the story. So I'm low. I'm out of there. I'm like, yo, I'm not going back to him. So even though pull my arrest or whatever, I'm scot-free. Young, 17, I got 20,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Like, right? So I'm low key. Now this is what happens. So I got the 20,000. Weeks is going by. I'm not doing no more hustling. I'm just spending money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not replenishing anything. So I'm just spending money. I'm just like, yo, I just gotta, I'm spending money. And I'm not saving anything. I'm just spending. Weeks go by, months go by, whatever. I'm gonna say maybe like 5 months or something. I kind of stretch that bread. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like 5 months. But it gets to it gets to I got like 4,000 left, and I'm feeling broke. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, this shit about to be Gary gone. This shit is done. You know what I'm saying? So by this time though, I'm in this new. It's not a new town. Well, it kind of is because I lived in Amityville, but I never like chilled in Massapequa. But I'm really on Carmen's Boulevard, Massapequa, right off of the Merrick Road, right there on Pasa News Block. I'm dead serious. Like, so block one, like I'm over there. So the money is dwindling. But by this time, of course, I'm in this town. I've accumulated homeboys, RP, Gab J, my son Huddy Six from over there, 4th, 5th. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? I just spoke to 4th, 5th the other day. Salute, Massive Pill. Yeah, walking money. I know the vibes. So I'm over there. So I link with dudes. You know what I mean? You in the hood, whatever. So now I'm in this hood, and so it was and this is not cool. I'm not glorifying this, right? Because this is what leads me to get to the county and whatever the case may be. I'm gonna give you that story. So I'm low with money. So this little nigga named Ray. Let's just say Ray. That's not what we called him, but niggas know who Ray is. Like, so let's say Ray, you know, he's like, yo, this deli up the block. No, I knew this. I knew that. I told him, I said, yo, look, this is what I told the kid to do. All right, be real with y'all. I said, yo, come in here. The lady keeps, this is what I said. I said, the lady keeps the money under the register. When you walk in the door on a Friday, she going to the bank. She puts it on $8,000 in the bag. And it's when you walk in, the register's right to the right. You jump over, grab the bag, and run. This is what I told him. This would be definitely executed. This was an amazing thing to do.
I'm in the chat.
Yes. Put this shit out there. So, you know what I mean? So, now, I said, yo, listen. Come in here. When you walk in, register. I said, I'm not glorifying. I'm just giving y'all the true story. This is all I did time. This is all documented public information. So, I said, yo, run in here. I said, jump over the thing, bang, grab it. Because I'm going to have her all the way in the back, asking her to show me where the Tootsie Rolls or something. It was something in the back. I'm like, show me the mop heads or something. I need to take me over there. So she's 80 years old. She can't sprint back by the time you jump in. This was amazingly put this together like a mastermind.
Yeah.
So check it out. So I walk in. Hey, show me where the mops are. Takes me back all the way. This is like 100 feet away. All you had to do was walk in. When he walks in, okay, Lockers in the building. Salute. Lockers in the building. Say what y'all already know what it is. Bang. And boom. Okay. So when he walks in, so I said, yo, jump over the counter, grab the money, run. Perfectly executed plan if it was thoroughly executed. So I walk in, I said, yo, can you show me where the mops are in the back? Took me over to the back. When we get to the back, he rushes in the door and says, everybody on the floor. What? Yo, bro, that was not part of the program. You done turned this into a whole number joint now.
Yeah.
He comes in and says, everybody on the floor, and pulls out, yo, world break, I'm dead serious, son. Yo, he pulls out a fucking sword. I don't know where he got this shit from, bro. This was not part of the plan that we spoke about in the basement. And we're going to get back to the basement, too. But, yo, he comes in and says, yo, everybody on the floor. So now I'm panicking. So I said, ma'am, get on the floor. I'll get down with her. Get down with her. Because I said, this shit got to look good on camera, nigga. I'm getting down with her.
You said I'm acting all the way through.
Way through this shit. I got on the floor with the leg. I said, this shit gotta look good on camera. Fuck that. He done turned the whole shit around. So I said, yo. So I gets on the floor with the lady. The nigga just grabs some shit out the register, bro, like 6-7 ounces, and runs out. So, check this out. This way it get crazy. So now, of course, she called the cops. I'm waiting with her. She's like, you could just go home. She's like, oh my God. She's like, tell your mom. Because she feel like I was a victim too. You know what I'm saying? This is how I kind of finessed it at that point. Like I was a victim. But check this out. People's come back to my crib and they like, yo, she know it was Raymond. And I'm like, yo, I said, fuck. She said, I'm like, how do you know it was him? She said, because the nigga wore the same red sneakers he wore to the store earlier that she complimented him on. So when the police came and asked her, yo, do you have any idea who it was? She said, yeah, it was Raymond. He wore the same Nike red foams he had when I told him it's great on him. And so this dumbass, he ain't even grabbed the bag, bro. This nigga ain't even grabbed the bag. He fucking panicked, did some crazy bugged out shit, and just grabbed whatever was in the register and ran off, bro. No, he did not grab the bag. Like, yo, after all that. So now, she said, so the police asking her, like, hey, do you have any idea, you know, who it was or whatever? Like, and she says, yes, it was Raymond. I see him every day. He's had the red sneakers on. I said, nice sneakers today. And it was him, right? So now I'm nervous now because I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because the choppers is out. They got the helicopters out. The police is roaring. Niggas jumping in lakes. It's just crazy. Because I remember niggas spinning in lakes. Like, I don't know why it's in the back of my head to this day, but I remember niggas saying niggas spinning in a lake, all types of shit. Like, it was after any niggas in sight. Yeah. So I'm in the basement. I'm in the basement of the crib. I'm chilling. I'm rolling up some chocolate tie I got from Bedell Street. You go there, you only get 90 nickels. You ain't getting no weight. You go to the window, you get nickels of the chocolate back in the day. So I went and got that, boom. I'm just rolling up some chocolate. I'm chilling. You know, I hear walkie-talkies. Nigga, what? I'm like, great. I know that sound. I said, nah. Then I here's the police, nigga. I hear it. I hear the walkie-talkie, then I hear handcuffs. And I'm hearing the sounds of get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I'm in a coup d'etat. I'm trapped. You know, the coup d'etat is like a Japanese, Vietnamese trap. They put you in the like military trap. I'm in a coup d'etat. I'm in the room, so, and then I go into the closet, and then I put the sheet over me. But mind you, I was twisting the L at the time, so I still got the L twisted. I'm like, I got the sheet and the L twisted over me like this. I got the whole joint. But I'm camouflaged. I hear the feet come down. He's like, yeah, check the rooms over here. Y'all check this room right here. Word. So he checked the room next to me. I wasn't in. Then the one that was assigned to my room, he came in the room, opened the closet I was in with the cover over me. He said, it's clear in here. I said, oh my God, thank God. They said, yo, it's clear in here, right? Had got an extra to cop. He said, wait, you check good over here? One of them.
It's always one.
It's always one of them.
Checking his closet here?
Yeah, but the dude did check the closet though. I felt him standing right over me. He just didn't see me. Like, I was camouflaged. Like, yo, he didn't see nothing. Another one come in. He like, wait, did you check good over here? You pull this over? And nigga pulled the sheet. My dumb ass is like this. Halfway twisted the split. Like, he's like, yo, I see you, you fucking asshole. Get the fuck up. Yo, he said, get your ass up, man. Get out of here, pal. So you know, they cuffed me. I'm like, how the fuck you getting out? My mom's let them in the door, like, I don't know what they told her, but somebody let the motherfuckers in. They wasn't supposed to be. They ain't had no warrant.
Right.
But they ended up there because, check this out. This is what happens. I get in the car. I'm in the cop car. He said, yeah, you know why we're here, right? I don't know why you're here. What the fuck is that about? Yeah, Raymond told us everything. He said, yeah, Raymond told us everything. He said, the whole plan. That nigga told me the whole plan from front to back on the way to the, it was no way me, art niggas, by the time I got to the fucking precinct, it was a statement signed, and it was me.
It's already bent on you before you even got processed.
It is how I was a criminal mastermind, my nigga.
You made me do it. I'm scared of him. Yo, these niggas is wild, son.
Now, the flip part is, the lady came to the pre-trial hearing and told him, like, because I had her so finesse, she really thought I had nothing to do with this shit. She was like, he's a nice guy. He helped me get down. but the state wasn't hearing that shit. They're like, nah, this nigga orchestrated this whole shit, man. We just don't know what the fuck. This niggas got your So now I'm a juvenile though. Juvenile, and they gave me 6.5. I want to think that's when I got the 6.5. So I had to do 6 months and 5 years probation. So now this is where the shit gets crazy. So I'm scared to death, right? Because this is when this is a different era of jailing, right? I'm fucking don't know what to do. So when I get, so you go through the whole process, you're at the precinct, you go to court, then you go to the county jail, right? And they get you there. You got to change. This is your first time, so you don't know what's going on. You got to change from your street clothes to a uniform that they give you to wear. At this time, it was orange jumpsuits. No two-piece, just the straight-up onesie type joint. With like these skips, the Patakis. When I tell you don't play basketball and shit, it's niggas, and they end up in an infirmary. What? You see niggas like, and that's how you decipher like who like burnt all their bridges in the streets or who still have people who love them. Like, because niggas that had the Patakis on and don't have no regular sneakers but still want to play basketball. You like, yo fam, he is about to break his ankles for real.
Yeah, the nigga world breaker funny as hell. So I knew he was going rat.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Told
can't get right to nigga from what you call
life,
yeah.
Word up. So now I'm in the county. So they change it to your uniform. They give you a little toothbrush, little kit, before you go in your dorm, whatever. But I came with a great idea. I said, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to figure out something to get me out of here because I'm not going to jail. Not Mrs. McCall, grandson. I'm going to conjure up a plan, and they're going to say, you know what? You're right. Let's just let you go. Right? So, you got to go to... You got to go to the doctor. You got to get your shots, little TB. When you get there, you got to get your shots, your TB. You got to get this and all of that.
172.
And you got to see the quack doctor before you go in. Mental health. I said, that's my moment. It's my moment right here because I'm crazy. And everybody is going to notice, and they're going to say, he can't be here. We have to put him in like a hospital, comfortable, because he's not, this is my plan. So I thought. So I said, okay. They said, hey, man. So I went through, they got my shots and this and that. I said, you're going to see mental health. I said, perfect. They sit you down, they ask you what they want to do is evaluate you to see if you have to go, they want to check and see if you belong in a regular, part of the jail or like, a mental ward. Mm-hmm. And I figured, hey, maybe the mental ward is in Nassau Hospital. Are you going to drive me and take me out of here into a place where people like me go? because I can't be here, right? Because of the stories I hear. You know, you hear the stories and all this crazy shit. I'm like, fuck, man. So I said, okay. What I said. So they said, hey, what's your name? I told them my name. They said, what's your father's name? I said, Batman.
Yo!
No. I'm that serious. I said, wait, what'd you say? He said, what's your father's name? I said, Batman. It said, and where are you from? Now, mind you, I was in a bullpen for a couple of days. So they had like little, not magazines, but like they had these little, like little, shits to read, National Geographic, whatever. Yeah. So I was reading the shit. M said, you laugh. My laugh is crazy, M. Yeah, I mean, this is real shit. So I was reading it, and it was about a planet. It still stuck in my mind. It was really interesting. It said that a molecule dropped in space about the size of like a rock salt, and when it hit the space surface, it formed a planet 2 times bigger than Earth in less than 7 seconds. I was like, what the fuck? Right? That shit just blew my mind. It was called gallium. And then a second one dropped and formed 2 planets bigger than that one in 14 seconds, as small as a rock crystal. So I said, that's fucking interesting. So when they asked me where I'm from, I said, gallium.
You ain't even from Krypton, really?
Yeah, I read this shit 20 minutes before that.
No. I'm thinking Superman. I'm wilding. Fuck Batman.
Yeah,
he just
from that nigga from Manhattan somewhere, Gotham City, New York.
Yeah, that nigga.
But I just
was he an orphan?
Batman's
an orphan, right? He didn't have his parents, did he?
I think his parents died, some shit like that. Left him all that money or some shit. Yeah.
Some rich shit.
Yeah. But I told niggas, I went from Batman to Gallium.
Batman, Planet.
Yeah, Planet Gallium, that's where I'm from. So, they may ask me some other questions, but they had enough. It was like, okay, we heard enough. So I'm like, yes, I'm out of here. It worked. I'm good. So the cops came, put me in this room. They said, yo, by the way, take off your clothes. I said, what? I just did all that. They said, no. Hand us your uniform. We don't want you to hang yourself. I said, what?
You was going where you was asking to go, nigga.
I said, wait, what are you talking about, mister? I said, wait, hold on. He said, listen, I'm really ain't playing. Take that shit off, man. And what I'm gonna wear? Put this paper gown on. I said, oh, hell no. I said, what? Yo. He said, listen, for the doctor's orders, you taking it off.
Mm-hmm.
Take the shit off, man. Hand me a paper gown. This shit is, if I could explain it, it's like a maid's uniform, but your ass is out. What? Nigga, I'm in this motherfucking cell, ass out, on the bar. I'm like, I'm yelling. I'm like, I forgot what I was saying. I think I was like, Jesus!
Keep it going.
I said, listen, I'm telling the cop, I said, please get the doctor here, man. I said, yo, this is hours in. Like, I'm butt ass naked on the door, waking everybody up. And we gonna fuck you up in the morning, fam, where it's born. It's the big homie over here. Niggas trying to sleep. I said, fuck you! I'm screaming. I said, I need to see the doctor, bro.
It's the nigga in the third.
Bro, yo, I had everything down. No sheet, no nothing. I split the fucking middle of the mattress open. I split it open to get inside of it like a sleeping bag, nigga. I made a sleeping bag of that motherfucker. Then I kept getting up, like I fall asleep a little bit, and I get up wild again. I was wild for the whole night. Wild again. So finally, it's probably like, I don't even know, bro, like 3 a.m.
Oh, shit.
They got the doctor out of his sleep, my nigga. I'm about to cause a riot in his jail, nigga. Mm-hmm. I need to see this doctor, man, because I'm not about to be, I gotta get my fucking uniform on, man. I'm here ass out, bro. I'm in this motherfucker ass out on the thing. Ass out. So, they get the doctor back. The doctor's pissed. He really told me this. He's like, yo, I got my sleep, man, for this shit. Like, I had to come back here. Like, I'm not evaluating niggas all night. This shit ain't. He's like, let's do this. Let's try this again. What is your father's name? I said, William. William is his name, man. Named after my grandfather, man. I gave the whole real story. He said, like, cool, listen. After we talked, he said, look, I'm going to get your uniform back, but you got to go through 3 days or a week or some shit on this dorm, which was like an MO dorm. You know what I'm saying?
Mental observation.
Mental observation. Little did I know.
It's really crazy.
It's mental observation, and it's also where they house the protective custody dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it's PC2.
It's PC2 type shit, and it's juvenile. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was in the county jail, but I'm 17, so I'm not. Right. So this is how they ran that. You know what I mean? I was never in PC. I was in something worse than that. Like, but this is how they housed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the shit. So now, but they take me across the hall now with the clothes on and shit. So when I go on, in the dorm, it's just crazy. So I think I don't think it was 51 cells. This is the main back then. So maybe it's 30 cells, straight guard walk type shit, bars, nothing to how they got shit now. So I go on the shit, and so I noticed when I walk in, you got folk country. To do, I think he turned on me acting like, but he was known for his folk nation stuff. And then you had right next to him was Shaq Man. Everybody loves Shaq Man. And then you got Bills from Terrace on the shit. So when I go on a dorm, everybody else was MS-13. The whole rest of the whole shit was MS.
They did that? So they did that?
Hell yeah. Like, but the crazy part was the folk Crip dude, they all was kind of like paying that nigga rent. Cause this nigga was violent. And then niggas is like this too, like he would beat everybody up, like, but he had the whole dorm on smash, basically. You know, he ran the dorm. And so this is the shit right here. So they asking me, you know, gang, whatever. Now I'm God. I used to think that I was, you know, misinformed a little bit. But, you know, the crazy thing was this, though. The MS dude was like, yeah, you God? I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, why are you still here? Like, he can't even speak English. Like, he can't even speak it. But he's like, you're a guy. He's like, why is he? He's like, why don't you you're a guy, you just make yourself disappear. Like, just get out of here.
Leave.
And I was like, it blew him out. I was like, you're right. Like, the fuck? This is crazy. Like, I took a motherfucking Spanish kid that didn't speak English to kind of like snap me back into reality. You know, so I'm on the phone with my grandma, you know, she said a prayer for me and all this and that, woo. So, you know, so the folk dude was like, look, you see, it's just 3 black guys. It's me, you, Shaq Man, Bills. Even though Bills was homie, he ran with them guys. So he was like, yo, listen, you're turning folk tomorrow. I said, oh, no, I'm not. I said, this is what we ain't gonna do. Shaq Man, you standing for this? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that nigga. We Park Ave, nigga. Diddy Bop brother, nigga. R.I.P. Diddy Bop. Like, Shaq, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Mind you, every time I went, Shaq's man's always in jail. Like, I'm sorry to say, like, but anyway, I love Shaq. So now, I said, yo, But I told him, like, nah, this ain't happening, bro. Like, that's not happening. So he like, all right, well, in the yard tomorrow, whatever the case may be, we're gonna see what happened in the yard. So I just left it on, all right, fuck it, it is what it is. Because in my mind, I'm really on some shit like, yo, Shaq from the Velt, bro. I know Shaq, at least he gonna, Bills, I knew we was kids. So I'm like, niggas ain't gonna just let no crazy shit happen. Like, in my mind, I'm just rolling with that, and I'm gonna defend myself. And that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So that night, I forgot to mention, 2 nights before that, one of the MS-13 dudes was facing life. Like, super, he was out of here. He knew it. So the whole night you heard, like, sounds, some weird ass, I was wondering, like, what the fuck was that? Next thing you know, the police come the next morning, everybody get out, cuff everybody. He hung himself, bro. The dude hung himself on the dome. Crazy. Hung himself. They used to have hooks over the county beds where you can hang your uniform up, whatever the sheet, whatever. They came in that night, cuffed everybody, and knocked them all down, all over the whole joint. Knocked all the hooks down after he hung himself. So that happened. And 2 nights later, when the MS-13, I used to be reading my Bible, whatever, one of the MS-13s is like, yo, can you pray for us, bro? I'm like, what you talking about? Yo, my man's spirit keeps coming on the dorm at night. Like, it was on some wild shit. It really asked me, like, yo, they came to my cell and everybody gave me, like, cupcakes, Snicker bar. That's how you made payments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's like I was a reverend.
Right, yeah.
Like, they came to me, yo, that shit, this is some shit, I've never seen this before. Like, they came to me and was like, yo, they called me 9 Cell. Like, they couldn't say my name. It's like, 9 Cell. Yo, so they came and was like, 9 Cell, can you pray for us? And I kind of just felt obligated.
Listen, 9 is a complete number. It's complete, right?
I was in 9 Cell, son.
9 Cell.
Wow.
And you was God.
Word. They said, can you pray for us, 9 Cell? So, I did my little prayer for him, whatever the case may be. Mind you, next morning, I'm getting jumped into Folk Nation.
A big day ahead of you.
Get up. I should have prayed for myself. Word response. So now, it's morning time. This is when the morning time, everybody get up. That's when they crack the cells to go to the yard. Mind you, this day, I wasn't really feeling the yard anyway, because dudes were saying that Z Black was down there.
Oh.
Oh no, this is written Z Black was. Z Black. Do your research. Look up Z Black on YouTube. It's a whole documentary on him, on how he was the biggest knockout artist rapo in the history of
Nassau County
jail history. Period. Because this nigga's from Attica with stories about Z Black. So they said, yo, he's in the yard knocking dudes' teeth out. Like, no. This is the conversation going on amongst the jail guys.
Right.
Z Black's in the yard every day. This was what they told me. I'm going to tell you the story he told me. They said, listen, like a week ago, before you got here, he's like, he asked dude for his gold fronts. He said, yo, they submitted in. They won't come out. So Z Black knocked them out. Knocked his teeth out because he wanted the gold teeth. And Lord knows what else he took from him. But that was the story. So I said, oh, that's what that guy's doing down there. I'm not really interested in the yard today. I'll do push-ups in the cell.
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? But check it out. So now, but they said, well, yo, when you go to the yard, you're getting jumped in. The other folks are going to be there. You're getting jumped in. Cool. Little did I know, prayer is a wonderful thing. So the gates crack. When the gates crack, I'm stepping out my cell. The MS dudes pushed me back in my cell. We got you, 9 Cell. I'm dead. I wish I was making this
revelation, nigga.
I wish I was making this up, bro. Shout out to Joker and Sabrino, man. These are the only dudes. And Chatman can tell, and Bills can tell this story, and Country, because he got it out. The MS-13 pushed me to, we got you, 9 Cell, and pushes me back in the cell and attacks this guy. Yo, I'm dead. Like, I was the leader of MS-13 the whole time. And didn't even know it. Yo, I am so, if I am lying, I'm flying. And fucking, in a fucking wreck shop. And then they end up moving Country. And I think they moved Shackman too. They moved Country because there was two folks. They moved Country Shackman and left some of the MS-13. I think left all the niggas. And Bills was there. So now he's the only blind one there with the MS-13 niggas. He did not have a great time. You know what I'm saying? But because he was trying to represent, like, I was just like, I'm with these guys. Like, you're some bullshit, fam. And I turned 18 in 2 days and I'm out of here to the adult tier after that too. Because I was turning 18 like real soon. So yeah, that's what happened, son. That's what happened. And you know, that happens. They fucking wreck shop, they leave us on there. And yeah, man, I ended up turning 18 in like a week or something like that. And fucking ended up in on adult tier. That's what happens. You know, you go from there, and then by that time, you know, you learn that you want to go to the adult tier because the adolescence is wilding the fuck out. Your word breaker, real shit, bro. This is a real story. I wish I was like flat, you know, fabricating, but this is real story, real shit, man. And went to the adult tier, and this is crazy because when I get to the adult tier, I'm starving. Like, you know, you want to eat all the time in jail. You know what I'm saying? You want to eat all the time. And I'm just starting. And they was moving me to the satellite. So when I get to the satellite, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because I was in the bars. I was the shit with the bars. Right. You know what I'm saying? For a minute. Mm-hmm. You know, because this, for a minute on them shits. So when I get to the satellite, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like automatic doors and a washer and dryer and 2 flat screens, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is Happy Acres over here. Right. Compared to coming from the main, that shit is like fucking, you damn near home. Mm. So then I got my own little, the door closed, I got a desk, and I said, I like us in here, don't they? This is fucking nice. And so you're so programmed, it's like, yo, this is nice, right? So I get the thing. Now, you know they say, and they tell you if you see some candy or a cupcake or some shit on your bed, don't eat it. Right. My nigga, why everything that they say about jail has to happen to me immediately when I get so.
Yo, this is how we're gonna test you, sir.
Yo, bro, so I'll kid you not. I get and they put me in the room. The door's automatic closed. Shit, boom, it goes shit. So I make my bed, you know, I got my little whatever I got, set my little desk up, whatever. I'm like, oh, it's desk, you know, set my little pictures or whatever I got time in it already. I got like maybe 51 days in or 4 months or some shit, you know what I'm saying? But I've been there for a minute, maybe 60, 80 days, whatever. So I've accumulated things. So I'm setting this shit up on the desk, whatever, doing my thing. I hear something slide under the door, ping. And it hits, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I look down, it's like some shit wrapped up. It's a crumb cake. Some cereal, this one they had a little box of the little cereal. Mm-hmm. 2 little boxes of Cocoa Pebbles. I'm like, oh, this is a really nice place. This is...
You get a welcoming package?
Yo, I'm starving too. I'm starving too, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm starving. You know what I'm saying? So, but the cop, he threw it under my shit, so he walks off, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because everybody locked in. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? So then the cop, I have to wait. It's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Because I ain't eat the shit. I ain't just going I'm not just eating the shit, y'all. I'm not eating the fucking shit. I heard they said you eat that, and then now you somebody's bitch. You know what I'm saying? You owe me type shit. So I'm already like, oh, fuck that. So the cop makes his round again. When he makes his round, I stop and say, yo, you threw this under my thing? He's like, yeah. I said, what's up? I'm like, where this came from? He's like, oh, over there. I look through the little fiberglass. It's my son Tyrone Motif, man. My son Victory, man. This used to go by back in the days, my nigga from the Veld, nigga Tom. I said, oh shit. He's like, yo, you good, man? Y'all got it. I said, I'm about to tear this shit up now, nigga. I'm starving, nigga. It's my son over there. It's really like, I'm happy as fuck now. Like, yeah, it's my man. Like, what? My boy. So I'm like, cool. I'm starving to it. You know, after that, I asked nigga, what else he got? I was like, nigga, I need some more shit, man.
Slide some more shit.
And some socks, nigga.
Some underwear.
I'm fucked up, man.
2 days.
I'm trying to tell you. Words, you know. So that was cool, man. You know, at that point, you know what I mean, I ended up doing my shit. But it's just crazy, you know, your first time, you know what I mean? The first time, you know, you go through some shit like that, man. It's, you know, it's as traumatizing as it is, it's always humor in it. And you don't really notice it till after. You know what I mean? After you go through it, you're like, that was some bugged out shit I went through. You know what I'm saying? And then shit like that happens, man. I got crazy more stories. He said, don't tell me you became an intellectual Muslim in jail. Listen, you want to know? yo, World Breaker, you were day one. I know you stick around. Locked back. We back in motion. And it's like this, though. I'm going to give you that story. Because this is that ended up eventually happening at one point. But this is another, when we get back to, I got many different stories like this. When I get back to another story like this, I'm going to tell you how something like that happened when I was, but it's called survival on World Breaker. That's what I call it. It's called survival. But something similar to that did happen, man. And, you know, it's crazy. But, you know, this is life. And I just be telling my stories. And, you know, it's traumatizing as it may sound. You always find some humor in it, man. You know what I mean? So, definitely, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. To the next time. You know what it is, kid. Yes, sir. You already know. Peace.